Hi, my name is Jacob Hines, and I go to UNG. I'm a junior and a finance major. This is my self-analysis project. After completing the self-analysis questionnaire, I had a better understanding of myself. I had never asked myself some of the questions that were presented to me, and it felt good to be able to answer them confidently. Being able to see my interests, abilities, education, experience, personality traits, desired job environment, and personal goals all in one document really cemented the way I viewed myself and the way I viewed the world as myself. Bernard M. Baruch, who is an American financier, stock investor, and presidential advisor, once said, "Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind." This quote really stuck with me because no matter what anyone thinks of you or your methods, it is you who is solely responsible for the life you create. Why not do it your way and be proud of it, rather than do it somebody else's and question whether it was a mistake? I have many interests, but the ones that are most prevalent in my life are reading, working out, having intellectual conversations with my roommates and closest friends, playing video games, and cooking. I'm good at all of these things. Currently, I am reading the fictional series Inheritance. It's an easy series to read because it's adventurous and whimsical. Nonfiction, on the other hand, I struggle with. I have been trying to read Cadillac Desert, a book about America's struggle with water management, for a month now, to no avail. Other things that interest me are philosophy and on-campus organizations. I struggle with both of these things. When it comes to philosophy, I want to know more about how and why humans are the way they are, but I have yet to put in the effort to dig deep and try to understand these complex questions through reading and research. As for joining clubs and organizations at UNG, I know it would benefit me greatly, but meeting large groups of people can be tough for me because I get anxious or insecure around new people. Even making this presentation makes me nervous. The abilities I have at my disposal are a resulting accumulation of what I've been doing all of my life. I will start with the things I'm good at. Manipulating things with my hands and following instructions come easy to me. I've been working odd-end jobs for family members and doing manual labor for many different companies for as long as I can remember. Anything from construction to landscaping to framing houses and even maintenance work on cars. I have also been an avid drawer and sketch artist for most of my life. I draw everything, even the tattoo on my arm was drawn by me. These things I'm good at, but there are other abilities I have that are important in everyday life. They're just not where they should be. My oral and written communication skills need a lot of improvement. Like I said earlier, it is hard for me to talk to new groups of people. As far as writing is concerned, I would say it takes me twice as long to write a paper than it should because I've just not found the right technique or process when it comes to putting my thoughts on paper. Furthermore, even though I am a finance major, my math skills are not great. I get by, and the work I do gets me a passing grade, but if finance is to be my career, then math should be a second nature to me. The last ability I have that needs much improvement is problem evaluation and structuring. If a problem does not have my utmost attention, it will take twice as long to solve than it should. Random thoughts will just wander into my head and distract me. College has slowly but surely built up my discipline in this aspect, but there is always room for improvement. Many of the courses I've taken in college so far have not really prepared me for the world of finance and the careers associated with a financial degree. At this point, I only just completed my core requirements for the degree. I excelled in classes involving history, biology, and psychology. I credit this success to the fact that my mother is a nurse. I grew up with these topics constantly being discussed at home. Ironically, the classes I've struggled with the most are those involving accounting, economics, and math classes. These classes have been hard, but as far as finance is concerned, they have given me extensive experience using Microsoft Excel and other software related to my future career. I feel as though my education and experience in my chosen field has only just begun with the courses I'm taking this semester. Everyone's personality is unique, with good and bad traits. I personally have a lot to work on. Some of the bad traits I possess push people away or cause frustration in others. For example, if someone I am working with is doing something inefficiently or tells me I'm doing something wrong, I will more than likely get frustrated or mad. When I'm working, I like to think that I'm doing whatever task I have in front of me to the best of my ability. When someone gets in the way of that, it can frustrate me. I'm trying to work on this and be more understanding of others. Additionally, I have an addictive personality. I have been struggling with the nicotine addiction for 4 years now, and I can affirm that this is hard to quit. Two other bad traits of my personality are that I think things make me feel better when people should make me feel better, and I am overly self-critical at times when I have a bad day. Filling out the self-analysis questionnaire made these things more evident to me, but I do have good personality traits that were brought to light. I'm a generous person, brutally honest with my friends to their benefit. I try to stay open and curious about all topics, and I always maintain a very organized environment. When it comes to job environment, I am down for anything. I have worked at some rough places in my life, from a cattle farm to construction sites to Walmart to manufacturing facilities and even just on the beach all day for sun, even just on the beach all day in the sun for weeks on end, which is worse than it sounds. I have lived in Georgia all my life and only traveled outside of the state for short stints and vacations. Traveling is something I long to do, even though I heard countless stories about how people on the road all the time can be dreadful. I just want to get out of Georgia for a while. Moreover, a company's size is not a factor to me either if I am receiving paychecks. I don't care about a big firm name recognition at all. I just want to love what I do. Also, it would be great working independently or as a team, as I am trained early and know the job well enough to give it my all. My dream job is unknown to me at this point in my life, but I do know that if it's mostly outside, traveling, with a limited office work that I enjoy doing, I would ensure that the work that came from me would be a step above the rest. I have many personal goals for the next 5 to 10 years that pertain to my college career as well as my professional career. Short term, I want to graduate with a degree in finance and go into a branch of the military to be a quartermaster or something similar that relates to my degree. This will help me pay off my debt that I'm currently racking up for this education. I feel like I will also contribute to my overall discipline as a man and as a professional. Long term, I want to have my student debt gone, as well as have the valuable experience I believe the military will provide me. More broadly, I want to love what I do and who I surround myself with. I want to live in peace, not having to worry about the next month's rent. Constantly worrying about money is no way to live your life. After assessing myself with the self-analysis questionnaire, I believe that I have a firmer grasp on the things I should strive for and the aspects of my life that need the most attention. My interests, abilities, education, experiences, personality, desired job environment, and personal goals have all been strenuously